Spurgeon here with RevZilla, and today we are taking a look at the Spidi Patriot H2Out Pants, available at RevZilla.com. So when you're looking at the Patriot Pants, these are going to work really nicely with something like the 4-season jacket in Spidi's lineup. What you're getting is 3-season functionality. There's going to be a full H2Out removable liner with this, so you get waterproof protection. You pull the liner out, you're going to get direct ventilation on the thighs to help you get in the warmer months. And if you wanted to, you can also add a bring your own base layer to this to give you some warmer protection to push into the colder months of the year. So there's a lot of functionality with something like the Patriot Pants. Now, right up front, keep in mind, this is also going to be the exact same pair of pants as you're seeing with the 4 Seasons. It's just that the Patriots are done in an all black. So if you're not concerned with getting the gray version of this, the Patriot version will save you roughly around that $10 price point. Now, when you're talking about sizing with this, the first thing you'll notice, they really fit Juice's form nicely. Really nice slim cut to this, but because of the stretch material on the inside, there's still a nice range of motion. It doesn't feel like it's cutting you off in the thighs or working its way down the legs. The one note that we do have on sizing is that Juice on my left-hand side has a 32-inch waist, wears his jeans in a 32. We have to bump him up 2 sizes on Spidi's size chart to get this to fit correctly. If we're looking at Spidi's size chart, Juice should be in a size small. He's wearing a size large, and you can see they fit him perfectly. So just keep that in mind. When you're looking at figuring out the sizing for this, bump up at least 2 sizes for the Spidi Patriot Pants. Now, sizes are going to range from a medium up to a 3XL, and like I said earlier, the black is the color in which the Patriot will show up at your front door. When you're talking about Spidi, this is a premium European brand that we've really seen push hard over the past 12 months to really make a splash in the American market, and the quality is second to none. So when we're talking about the Patriot Pants, these are coming around that $390 price point, and as long as you're not concerned with the color, there's really no reason to step up to the 4 Seasons because these are going to be the exact same pants as we break down the features. So starting with the overall construction that we're going to see, there's 2 different materials working together here. One is going to be a 600D Tenax material, which is going to be the main chassis of the body for your abrasion resistance to make sure that if you do go down in the crash, it's going to work very nicely to keep you safe. And then on the inner thigh, working its way down the crotch, and then on the inside of the legs, there's going to be a flex Tenax material. And what this does is it adds a little bit of elastication, a little bit of stretch, and that's going to give you a nicer range of motion. So like I said, they look really nice, slim and cut, and they really work to they basically fit Juice perfectly, but he's not going to have to worry about not being able to move around in the motorcycle. Now you start with the waist on this, you're going to have 2 snaps and then a zip fly. Your pockets on this are going to be traditional jean style pockets. And then working your way down the front, the first thing you're going to come to is going to be your vents on this. You're going to have thigh vents, and you're going to see with the liner in, it's going to vent to the liner. You pull the liner out, it's going to give you a nice ventilation in those warmer months. And as you work your way down, what you're going to notice, cargo pockets on either side, so you have symmetry coming into play with this. Now, if I had to say anything, maybe a little bit of a wider vent to this to help air flow a little bit more air in the summertime, but overall, they did a nice job of putting a little bit of ventilation in there to help just keep you cool as you start to overheat. Now, as you work your way down to the knee, you'll notice Accordion Stretch working its way across the top of the knee. This will aid you in your range of motion, and then you're getting the CE Level 1 Multi-Tech armor in the knees. Not height adjustable, but the nice thing about the Multi-Tech armor is a softer armor than their Force Tech, and it's going to give you a nice comfortable feel while still maintaining that CE Level 1 protection. Working your way down to the cuff on this, you will notice a bit of elastication, and what this does nicely is depending on what size shoes or boots you're wearing, it's going to hold true and keep the pants nice and snug down so they're not riding up on you as you're riding down the road in your motorcycle. They're not going to be flapping around in the wind. Juice, I'm going to have you turn, step sideways for me, and kick this right foot back. Perfect. Now, what I want to point out as we open this up, the liner is going to be a little bit different than what you're seeing in the 4 Seasons. So we talked about the color being different. The only other thing you're going to notice is in the Patriot Pants, you actually get a nicer liner at the base. And what I mean by that is if we're taking a look here, just want to unsnap this one piece, it's going to give you a little bit of extra room. So you're going to see the liner actually stops up top, and you have an extra 6 or 8 inches or so where it's more of a beefed up material. And then if you are a little bit of a taller rider, this is going to give you nice coverage to make sure you're protected from the elements. You're not going to have to worry about that waterproof liner riding up on you. You're not going to see this with the 4 Season. So just a nice little addition there for the Patriots. And the one thing I do want to say is that regardless of whether you're wearing sneakers or boots with this, you are going to have to remove your shoes before you put the pants on and off. There's only about a 12-inch opening at the bottom here, and it's not going to be wide enough for you to use this as an overpant. Snapping these back down, you do have 2 possessions of snap at the back. And Juice, go ahead and face backwards for me for a second. You notice you have that 2 snap adjuster down at the bottom. And then starting with the top and working our way down, you will see there are Velcro adjusters at the waist, and that's going to carry through the back. The one real nitpick I have with this is I would have loved to have seen a connection zipper. We talked about some of the different jackets in Spidi's lineup that this would pair with. It would have been really nice to see a connection zipper so you could actually zip that together for a 2-piece touring suit. As you work your way down, one of the things that they did to reinforce the seat on this, where it tends to be an impact zone, is they've doubled up the Tenax material. So they've given you better abrasion resistance in the seat. And then as you work your way down, you are going to see there's Flex Tenax at the back of the knee. If you spend a lot of time on a motorcycle, you know that's usually where the pants tend to bunch up and cut you at the back of the knee, causing discomfort. The fact that they've added just a little stretch of Flex Tenax there really aids in the overall comfort of the Spidi Patriot Pants. This is something that we've also seen with those 4 seasons that we were talking about. Juice, you may face forward for me. So for you riders out there that are looking for a nice touring option, maybe a sport touring option, you want multi-season use out of this, but you want a nice slim fit to this without causing discomfort, the Spidi Patriot Pants are definitely one to consider. And if you want multi-color functionality with this, you can check out those 4 seasons that we were talking about. Now there's a lot of riders out there that are utilizing Spidi gear on their rides, and if you want to hear more about what they have to say, click the info button on your desktop or mobile device, which will allow you to read rider reviews from folks that are already out there using the Spidi Patriot Pants on their rides. If you have more questions for us, reach out to one of our gear geeks at 877-792-9455 or simply type them out an email, cs@RevZilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Spidi Patriot H2Out Pants. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.